everyone, welcome. It's Carrie from Carrie's Wreath Creations. Hope everyone is doing well tonight. I am finishing up a Halloween ribbon wreath and I thought I would just go live and show you what I'm working on. So this will be a quick one since I'm about half done with the wreath. Nothing that I haven't shown before, but if you're new, I know I have some folks that are new to the page, haven't seen me work on anything before. I'm going to go ahead and finish up a ribbon wreath so I can show you how I put that together. Just pulling up on here so I can see comments. All right, looks like we are good. So welcome. So I'm going to be working today on a Halloween ribbon wreath. We are going to be using 4 different kinds of ribbon, and I'm going to be using a small Unique in the Creek board. So I will tell you how much you need of all the materials if you want to go ahead and make this on your own. I do sell kits in my Etsy shop. I do sell ribbon wreath kits, and I also have the poly burlap flower kits as well. Usually when I do ribbon kits, I only provide maybe like 2 kinds of ribbon is usually what I try to stick to. It just makes things a little bit easier when I'm trying to come up with the combinations and things. But I had some kind of half-used rolls of ribbon and wanted to use them up. So this is a good way to finish off those rolls of ribbon if you have some like just extra sitting around and it's not quite a full roll, but I'll tell you how much you need. So yeah, go ahead, say hi, let me know you're here. Hello, Sam. Thanks for joining me today. So materials you're going to need zip ties. You're going to need, we are going to be working on a small Unique in the Creek board. Okay. As you can see, I already got this started, but this is the small board. And this small board has been loaded with zip ties. I actually have rows 1 and 2 already completed, but I did put zip ties and the little ribbon petals in all the pairs of holes in row 1 and all of the pairs in row 2. So that's already done. I did not use any shared holes yet. Okay. Right here, what we're looking at is going to be the first row that we work on, which is row 3. And I have all the pairs loaded here. And then we're also going to do row 4. And I do have all the pairs and the shared holes. So it's 16, 8, 8, and 8. So that's what? 40 total. Okay. And we are going to be alternating between, for my ribbon, I have the cute little Halloween ribbon that has the pumpkins and the candy corn, bats, skulls, spider webs. It says Happy Halloween. It says spooky. Oh, I forgot about the bones. So super cute Halloween ribbon. I have this other coordinated sort of Halloween ribbon that has the candy corns in all different colors. And just to, I wanted it to be bright and a little bit on the wild side. So we are going to be using the bright orange. And this is like, you probably can't tell on camera, but it's kind of like a fuzzy green, like a lime green. So that's what we're going to be using. I'll tell you about measuring that all out in a second. The other thing you will need, obviously, something to trim your zip ties with. And then I'm going to be using my black glitter rope center that has already been done. I get a lot of questions on where I find glitter rope. I will tell you it is not an easy thing to find. I purchased this actually off of a D-Stash site. So someone that had it and wanted to get rid of it. That's how I got the black. Sometimes you can find it on the Unique in the Creek page. They sell the boards and all kinds of other supplies as well. I don't believe they have black, but they do have other colors. I was able to get some from Deco Exchange, but that was probably about a year ago, so I haven't seen it on there since. But I do not have any kind of inside lead on where you find glitter rope, unfortunately. Okay, so what we've already done here, so the outside row was the combination of the 1.5 inch orange and the 2.5 inch Halloween printed ribbon. This is 10 inches. This is 5.5 inches. Okay, I do have to make a couple petals, so I'll show you how to do that. I have a bunch that are already pre-made. So that was all of row 1. All of row 2 was the 2.5 inch lime green with the candy corn. And this is cut at 10 inches. This is cut at 5.5 inches. Okay, and I did dovetail all the ends of my ribbon already. So this will go pretty quick now that we're going to get started here. So I just decided to alternate the ribbon that I'm doing. And so let's go ahead and I'll show you how to make the petals. We got to make, let's see, 2 of this kind here. So let's make these 2. Very simple to do. This is a good beginner wreath. And I will give you the counts basically so since we're doing, it was 16 on row 1 and it's going to be 8 on row 3. So that's 24 of this kind of petal. Okay. And I have it all written down, excuse me, written down here with the orange 1.5 inch. I used 20 feet, which is a little less than 7 yards. And the Halloween ribbon I used, it's 11 feet that you need, which is just under 4 yards. Okay, I'll tell you the counts on the other one in a second. So to put this together, pretty simple. So I have my 10-inch piece of ribbon that's been dovetailed on either side. And if you aren't familiar with how to get the V quickly, all you do is fold your ribbon in half and just cut like this. You cut from the folded part towards the end, and that gives you your nice V. Okay, so all you want to do here, I have like a weird glare on my phone. I can't see if I'm in camera here. All you want to do, I feel like I'm not. So let me just move everything over a little bit more. There we go. Okay. I think it's because, hold on, let me, there we go. Okay. Sorry. My phone had like a pop-up on it and I couldn't see what I was looking at. All right. So you take your ribbon, you just fold it in half. You're really just finding the middle, so you don't really need like a heavy crease, but here's the middle. And I just do a little scrunch just like this. Okay. Bring your two ends together. It is wired ribbon. Okay. So it's going to hold its shape as long as you don't buy anything that's too cheap. You want something that has a decent wire in it. This actually came off of a 50-yard roll. And so did this actually as well. Now with this is my little accent that's going in the middle. So what I do here is I just take this is 5.5 inches. It's dovetailed just on the one end. You don't need it on this end because you're going to put that into the zip tie. You just go ahead and kind of put it right over that little nub that you're holding on to. Whoops, just like that. And then I kind of just do like a little accordion fold where I sort of fold it back up and back down, just like that. Okay, just because you got a little bit of like bulk there that you need to kind of make sure it's going to get into the zip tie. And of course you can play around with the wire and make it look nice either before, probably after it goes into the zip tie. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm just going to go ahead and put that onto the board. And this is row 3. Now, because normally if you're pulling your zip ties tight enough, you don't need to worry about this coming loose. If you were really concerned for any reason, you could always put a little dab of glue under these little ribbon nubs when you're done. Okay, same thing here. All right, and I wanted to point out one thing about this Halloween ribbon here. Okay, so again, just finding the middle and bringing my two ends together. That'll stay like that for a second. This is directional ribbon. It has words. It has things that clearly need to go in one direction. So normally what I do is I use this as my petal accents, because if you think about it, if this was my 10-inch piece, I don't have a spare one hanging around, do I? No, but let's just pretend for demonstration purposes, this is my 10-inch piece and I did this, and this was like my main petal. Half of it would be upside down. That doesn't make any sense. So it goes as my accent. If I wanted this ribbon to be my main petal, which is what I'm using the orange for, I would take 2 pieces of this and put them like that and then do something in the middle. Okay, so that it was all facing the right direction. So it would be more cutting, but I would not want half my ribbon to be, if it's directional, to be the wrong way. I think it would look silly. So I just decided to go ahead and make this my little accent so that they're all going the same direction and no extra cutting. So again, you just cover the little nub with the center of your little accent piece. And since it's the 2.5 inch wide, you just got to kind of fold this up a little bit to get a part where you can kind of grab the whole thing. And then just put this right into your board. Hello, hello. Mom, aren't you at town band or is that over? Wait, what day is it? Oh, it's Wednesday. Never mind. I forgot what day it was. Been a long week. Okay. I am going to go ahead and just, clip off my zip ties right now. This is a zip tie gun. It does tighten and clip all at the same time, and you can find this in my Amazon affiliate shop. I do have a link in the pinned post on my Facebook page. So if you go to my Facebook page, which you're on it, so you just go to the main page, just not right now because then you'll be off the video, but You just go to the main page, you scroll down until you see the very first post. It has a little yellow bookmark kind of thing up in the upper right hand corner, and that'll give you lots of information. It gives you a link to the Amazon affiliate shop. It'll give you a link to Unique in the Creek where you can buy the board and all that good stuff. Okay, so these I already pre-made. Usually I rubber band instead of using these clips, but since it's such a little bit of material, the rubber bands are actually kind of a pain to use for this. Hi, Pam. Yes, the dog, she's good. She's actually, that's why I decided to just call it an early evening, and I'm upstairs in the craft room, and there's a couch in front of me, and she's laying on the couch, and it's kind of a good thing for her because she, that way if I'm walking around, and then she's up walking around because she's following me. And on the bad leg right now, I don't want her walking so much. So since I'm in here, she's content and happy and laying on the couch, and that's good for everybody because I don't know how many times she went up and down the stairs today, and it's not that she shouldn't, she's actually already putting weight on her leg that she had knee surgery on Monday. So she's using it, which is good, but I mean, between the cone and the stairs, and I don't need her coming up and down the stairs 10 times a day. And I tell her to stay, and she kind of gives me this look and follows me anyways. So anyways, all right. So these are all pre-folded, so I'm just putting them in. The zip ties here, and I'm kind of just spreading out my ribbon so I have like nice coverage here. All right. And see, so when I clipped them, they got kind of like, it just needs to be like fluffed out a little bit once it gets in the tie here. The clips that I am using, that I use there, those are from Dollar Tree. I think they come 6 or 8 in a pack. So at one point I bought a whole bunch of them, and then I got into rubber banding the ends of my petals, but I just felt like it's hard to rubber band this tiny little nub that you have here. It won't let me open your link. Says what link? The link to my Etsy shop. That's the only link that I think I put in here, but honestly I haven't ever used that, so I don't know if it's not working. Then thanks for the new feature, Facebook. Thanks for the new feature, but I guess it doesn't work the way it's supposed to, because I had the option to add a link, which I did, but if you can't open it, I don't know what's up with that. I can't really do it. I can't check because then I'll lose my spot. All right. You can find my Etsy shop link if that's what you're looking to do. If you're done watching the video or whatever, just go back to my main page and click the shop on website button. That'll take you there. Okay. So now all we have to do is row 4. Again, if you're joining late, I already had 1 and 2 done when I got on. So row 1, we did the orange with the Halloween, which was the same petal I just did on all the sets of holes in row 1. So that was 16. Row 2 is the green and candy corn, which I'm going to do now for row 4. So I'm just alternating, but that was 8. I just did the 8 for the orange and Halloween again, and then we're going to do 8 with the lime green and candy corn. So to tell you how much you need of that, you need about a little more than 13 feet of the green, which is a little more than 4 yards. And for the candy corn, you need a little more than 7 feet, which is a little bit more than 2 yards. Okay, so telling you how much you need of everything. So technically, if you have 10-yard rolls of ribbon, you use less than 10 yards on everything. I mean, on each kind of ribbon. So if you had 4 kinds of ribbon, and they're all full rolls with 10 yards, you'd have leftover of everything. Okay, so the orange was 20 feet. The Halloween ribbon was 11 feet. The green, little over 13 feet. The candy corn, a little more than 7 feet. Okay, these actually did come off of 10-yard rolls of ribbon. Okay, Pam, I don't know that I got a big box that someone basically donated to me. I don't know where that came from. The label on it, I couldn't tell. It might have been Joann's. I have no idea. I feel like I saw something similar at like Craft Outlet or something like that. So you will notice when I'm doing this, this petal, that it's opposite of what I was doing before. So the main part of my petal is the 2.5, and the little accent is the 1.5. Okay, so it's just giving us a little bit of contrast. The wire in this green, I said earlier, it's like this green is like fuzzy. It's really cool ribbon. Definitely like the higher dollar stuff. It came in a box, like a kit, or not a kit, but like a Wreath supply box. So I don't, it was from Deco Exchange. It was one of those ones that says like expressions or really good ribbon or whatever it says on the outside. I don't know where the roll went, but this wire is really thick in here. So I am having to kind of play with these petals a little bit more when I get them on the board. Okay. So again, you just fold them in half, find the middle, scrunch up the middle, and then bring your two ends together. That's going to stay just like that because this wire is so thick in there. And then here's my little candy corn. I would not say that this is directional. It really looks, some of them are upside down, right side up, no matter what way you put it. Okay, so you have your little nubby here, and you just place this over. And here, you don't quite have to do any kind of like scrunching or anything because it's the thinner ribbon. So you just kind of grab it like that, and that goes into your zip tie. So I have 2 of these to make, and then everything else will just get loaded. So tell me, has anyone that's on watching, I don't know, is anyone a Sam's Club shopper? Has anyone seen the fall or Christmas ribbon? Well, I think mostly Christmas ribbon out yet, because I've been seeing on some of the craft sites that people are starting to see it, but I haven't been out there. I don't actually shop at Sam's Club. The only reason I have a membership is to get ribbon. Like, I don't go there for any other purpose. So I need someone to tell me if the ribbon's out yet, so I know if I should go, because otherwise I don't want any part of that. It's a disaster in there. If you've seen it in your part of the country, let me know and tell me where you're at, because it seems like it's not quite universal, like it comes out the same day everywhere. So I folded in half, okay, found the middle, and see this wire is like intense in here, okay? Just scrunch this up. This would make a really good bow, like it would hold its shape really well. I have some left over, so maybe I'll do that. Looks like no one's seen it yet. Okay, so then I just bring my 2 ends together, and it's kind of curling up a little because I need to just get it in the board and fluff it out a bit because of that heavy wire in there. Here's my 5.5. This is 10-inch, 5.5. Put this over the little nub, just like this. I feel like I saw, I think, a post that someone saw it somewhere in Texas, maybe. I don't know. I know I bought it last year in August. So it's going to be at some point soon, unless things are off from last year. But I remember I kind of missed it last year, honestly. I went probably early, well, no, when did I go? Maybe, I felt like it was pretty early in August, and there was already a lot that was sold out. And then I think that was when I went up to Buffalo to visit and went there, and they had other different kinds that my store was already sold out of. So I managed to get a good selection, but I'm trying not to miss out this time. Okay, the rest of these are already clipped and ready to go, so we're just going to put them in the board. Oh, did they put the fall out different? I don't remember if I saw fall last year. Did they put fall out different at a different time than the Christmas? I thought it was just like one big display, and some of it could kind of go for either one, but I might be wrong. It was kind of like the spring. They put out this spring, but then there was also patriotic too. So I just wondered. Haven't gone anywhere in the last, well, brought the dog home at like 10 o'clock yesterday morning. I haven't gone anywhere since. It was basically as soon as I got home, she made an attempt to get up the stairs and fell down one stair. And so now I just haven't gone anywhere because I want to keep an eye on her. And she's better though. Now that she's had a total of 3 full meals post-surgery, I think has helped her a lot, because she was like really out of it yesterday. But then she had dinner, she had breakfast, she ate all her dinner really fast today, so I think she's feeling a little bit more herself, even if she still has a bum leg. Oh, Costco. I don't know. I don't go to Costco either. We have too small of a household to buy any of that like big pack stuff. So I really only have the Sam's membership because of the ribbon. And the first year I joined, it was like you pay the $45 membership fee and you get like a $45 gift card. So I got it for like free the first year. And then I just kept it because, you know, why not? We have bought a couple things, random weird stuff. We'll go in there and see what they have. Like we bought a desk chair from there. I bought like a bubble wrap to ship stuff with, like just the most random stuff. So yeah. Yeah, I ended up buying all my fall ribbon. I bought this candy corn and the Halloween ribbon, both from Craft Outlet. I just went ahead and bought fall ribbon because if they're going to be coming out with fall this month, it's almost like too late for people that want to have stuff ready for craft shows for, you know, late August, September. I'm telling you, I'm having the hardest time trying to find any kind of fall festival that is in mid to late September around here. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to go to one because there's nothing. I can't believe the lack of just fall festivals, vendor events, anything. There's, I feel like once you get into October, you're already looking at Christmas. So I'm already committed to a kind of a Halloween type of event that it'll probably be more like selling Christmas stuff at the end of October. And then I have a big show right after Thanksgiving that I'm doing, which will be mostly Christmas. But I don't know what's up with no fall festivals. I mean, really, I've applied for 2. One of them got back to me. I asked a specific question, like how many other wreath vendors are there going to be? Could not answer me, which that was like red flag. Also asked about they have indoor and outdoor space. So I wanted to know if I could use my tent indoors because my setup is really more conducive to having a tent and being able to hang things off of it, or at least just the tent frame. It doesn't need the canopy. They couldn't tell me that either. So there's like a couple red flags about that one. I don't know if I'm going to do that. And then the other one, I applied twice and have sent 2 emails asking about the status of my application. This has been going on for several weeks and no response. And then I went on the festival's Facebook page last week, and asked, what's up with this event? What's the status? No one answered there. And then when I read back through the last few posts, it sounds like they lost their location and we're looking for a new one. So that doesn't sound like a very promising thing either. Now I'm going to put in my bling center to give this a little bit of glam. I do really, I know maybe green, you don't think like green is like not a Halloween color, but I really like the lime green. I like when Halloween has a little bit of purple in it because if it's just orange and black, it gets a little boring. So, and there was green in my little accent ribbon. Okay. So I did pre-make this. If you go onto my YouTube channel, all you really need to do is watch the video where I don't use the glitter rope in the video, but if you go and watch the, there's a tutorial on making a flower center with corded rope. It's the same exact process. There's no difference the material you're using. This is obviously a lot thinner than like cording or rope. So you got to wind a lot more times. I don't actually know how many feet I used. I didn't measure. This is a 4-inch styrofoam ball that I cut in half with my foam cutter. Makes a good size center. It covers all of our work. I do not have any leads on how to find glitter rope, as I said in the beginning. I don't know. I know Deco Exchange had all different colors in larger lengths, like longer lengths, last year, maybe around this time. Haven't seen it from them since. Unique in the Creek has a couple different colors, but not anything I would I don't know if there's anything on there I would use for fall. There's yellow and orange, but I feel like they're both kind of lighter shades of those colors that don't necessarily go with what I'm trying to make. But they have had good colors in the past. It's been kind of the same couple that I've seen. So all I did was I had a pipe cleaner attached to the back and just fed it through opposite sets of holes here. Give it a bunch of twists. And then what I usually do I don't really like to clip these ends off. just in case of anything. I don't know, you want to switch out the center for something else. It's, you know, I have this floral pinned and glued into the back of the styrofoam ball. So I would rather keep this pipe cleaner a little bit longer. So if I do decide to take this out and switch it out for something else and then use this for something else, I want the pipe cleaner to be long enough for me to easily reuse this center. So I kind of just feed it under the zip ties and give it a bunch of twists just like that. Okay, and there is my wreath with my blingy center. So I know a lot of people that only like, they're like straight to Halloween. As soon as it's September, they don't really do fall. So I feel like those people tend to have some wild Halloween decorations, if that's them. So maybe they will enjoy the bright pop of green in here. I know I personally do like it. I am not a huge Halloween decorator, but just something a little bit different. And that is really all for today, everyone. Okay. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to add my hanger. I didn't mention that, but I'll go ahead and add my hanger to, here's the top right here. Okay, I just use fish line. I'll just put that through so that it has something to hang from. Okay, but yeah, so thanks for watching. If you're new and you're not following in other places, be sure to check out the pinned post on my Facebook page. That'll tell you how to get to Instagram and TikTok. I am kind of ramping up there on Instagram and TikTok. I recently had a TikTok that got 600,000 views. I don't know how that happened, but it did. I don't know how they decided to show that to all those people. I have my YouTube channel, which has good tutorials, and Pinterest, and of course then my affiliate links, which will get you to the zip tie gun, the boards, other supplies. All that's in the pin post. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good evening. Take care. Bye.